We had a slew of retail earnings this week, a bunch. But Phil, tell me which one you thought was most newsworthy or ones.
Well, I would point it to Macy's, Kohl's, and Gap. They're basically showing that companies that have been struggling will continue to struggle in 2016. And those that have been doing well, like Home Depot and TJ Maxx, which is owned by TJX, will continue to do well. So the haves and have-nots in retails, the chasm is widening.
So we're seeing a real separation. Beth, what about you? What caught your eye?
Yeah, I want to focus on TJX really quickly, which is the under-the-radar retailer behind TJ Maxx, Home Goods, Marshalls. Continues to crush it. $30 billion now, bigger than Macy's.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, and this is a company that doesn't even have a huge online presence to speak of, really, right?
It doesn't. So it's really bucking the trend in that way, too.
Huh. They also have Home Goods is one of my favorites. So, I think maybe there's something to that. One company that did very well, really kind of blew it out of the water, I think it's safe to say, Phil, is Target. They really had a great holiday season across almost all metrics. So what is it? What are they doing right? What's the secret sauce?
They're focusing on a few key areas that they really want to dominate. They got into trouble by trying to be all things to all people, sort of a middle-class version of Walmart. And they've zeroed in on a few categories like wellness and babies and kids. And they're improving, frankly, their dowdy apparel selection. And also online growth was 34% compared to 8% at Walmart. So you can see that made a huge difference.
And that's part of it. They made a huge investment in that, right? I mean, didn't they spend, Beth, I think $1 billion in 2015 on e-commerce specifically?
They did. They spent almost as much on e-commerce as they did on the stores. And I think that that's kind of still a question that's up for grabs here. Are they getting new customers, or is it people that used to shop in the store moving online? So I think that's still kind of up for debate.
One thing I think is interesting is that they said, I think it was almost half or more than half of e-commerce customers actually did that thing where they pick up in the store, which we hear so much about, but people really seem to flock to that with Target, Phil.
Well, absolutely. That is also one of the reasons we started to see improvement at retailers like Kohl's and JCPenney. Shoppers now are agnostic, so we can't lump them in as digital shoppers or store shoppers. People, before they go to the store, will take out the app and look for things and then reserve it, and then they'll go to the customer service center at the store to pick it up. So if a retailer doesn't know how to blend e-commerce and stores, they are screwed.